Okay, I just wanted to make an update because I thought you guys would be interested in this about the crazy Christian hypocrite pervert, basically. So yesterday, I was fuming because just like, because she was first of all, she was telling jokes about, no, this is actually, the first happened is I saw she was wearing one of these, except it was a very Catholic version of it, with the Pope, everything. It's like, what could I get? This is somebody who's anti-Catholic. So I'm like, really, you're Catholic? And I knew she wasn't because I went to Grace Church. And she's like, no, somebody got it for me and I'm wearing it. And blah, blah, blah. I'm like, kind of disrespectful, kind of offensive. She's like, how? And I didn't even want to respond. You know what I'm going to say? You know, if I were to dress up like in all the Muslim garb and carry around a Quran because I thought it was cute and cool, you know, would that be offensive? I mean, you hate from somebody who hates the saints, who believes they're idolatrous, and praying in front of images is idol worship as well. Wearing images of saints that are commonly used as icons, and many that are used in the Orthodox world. So there was that, and then she started talking about the Virgin Mary, who she has on her little thing. I just had images of somebody coming by and just lopping off random machete. I was just so furious because she was making fun of the Virgin Mary as a Protestant Christian. Very strange. And then started making fun of Mexicans and Latinos. Well, that's great. Part of my family's from Argentina, so I don't really take kindly to that. I shut my mouth up because I'm going to scream at her at work. So she kept saying this stuff, and we were like, what's wrong? And I'm like, nothing. Because I just got really quiet, and I just kind of ruined my day right off the bat. So then today, working normal day, she comes in about 2 hours before I leave. And she works in an area where they construct frames, construct shadow boxes, and do actually the framing, put the mat, frame, foam board, hangers, everything on there. That's the job I used to do. And she's the head of this. She's been the head of it for 6 years, and she's probably about the laziest one back there. This is the only job she had. Blonde hair, blue-eyed, suburban white girl. Protestant. It just doesn't. I mean, this person tells you nothing. There's nothing behind the eyes there. I was talking to her. I'm like, she's like, I'm so ticked. Bill told me to do this. Said, because Bill's a manager at Dash, and said his name, but you guys don't know who he is. So we do this for shadow boxes too, but only for custom ones. Well, our branch has the least amount of traffic in there, so we don't make that much money. So the frame shop part of it we rely on, and we want to get as many customers as we can. So this guy came in and had all these police badges and everything that were there, and he just wanted to get it put into a shadow box today. He didn't want to wait for a custom order. So the girl that was working there, really pudgy, fat, depressed girl who wants to throw her problems in her said, I don't know, I don't think we can do one, and then called the manager to back her up, and the manager came and said, yeah, let's do this, we can do this, we'll get it done for you, because you can make money, a ton of money off it. The store can stay open, or at least the store part of that. It's not actually the whole of the store. That's just the color registers and stuff. So she comes in and she's furious that she has to work on that because the other fat little pudgy redhead is leaving. And she's like, and I'm like, you know what? You can borrow my multi-tool if you want. And she throws the screwdriver at the wall. But she does it like, you ever seen, you know when people say you throw like a girl, like a baseball, she's like, eh, and just throws it, it barely just hits the wall, bounces off, I think it breaks, and then she keeps throwing stuff back there, and like, really, I walked away at that, because I'm like, that's disrespectful, I just offer you, my multi-tool, and you're just throwing fit, really pouting and sitting there and staying, yeah, that's not my job. This is to everybody out there. If you've ever actually worked for a company, especially in a time where there's not that many jobs, and you do whatever your manager asks, just because it's not the policy of that store, of that section. Now, keep in mind, this is a bigger company than just um, the store is what we call it. I keep using the store as if it's a store. It's not, but you do what you can to make money. I used to work at a restaurant. I was told to go out and shovel the sidewalk. Yep, I'll do it. Because you want to move up, you want to stay in their good graces. You don't want to get fired, especially at the time of recession. No, this was something what we do basically, but we just don't do with the pre-made shadow boxes. Beside her, I mean, just pouting, just couldn't understand. Really just like sad and depressed, like somebody had slapped her across the face. And it's not adding more or less work, because there's in that framing department that we have probably about 150 things to be done back there, and you maybe get 5 of them done a day if you're working really fast, because the orders are stacked up in that way, which is pretty fast for that kind of that kind of flow. But I mean, again, it's just amazing. Somebody's been totally pampered and spoiled who's never had to think for themselves. The idea that they have to do something that uh, is pretty normal and basic, but just wasn't really done before. Um, and actually, I think it was done, and then they'd stopped doing it, and then whatever. But just throwing tools. This person is 25 years old. They've had this job for 6 years. I didn't even act like that in junior high. I don't think I acted like that when I was a kid, just throwing. Really like. And then the fat little pudgy girl was, oh, I don't actually. This girl, this fat pudgy girl, psychotic too. She always tries to throw her depression on everybody else, and like she has the worst life. And, oh, So I was working in another part, uh, not that far away, and I was laughing. I was just like, oh my god. I was talking to somebody else who is a normal human being and probably didn't have the easiest life growing up, so we don't understand that. We don't understand uh, racist white girls pouting over having to do their job. Just sulking with her long blonde hair. Did when she was saying just telling racist jokes, and this was her thing. Well, I can say them because Gabriel, the guy she's sleeping with, who's Mexican, he says them all the time, so I can say them. If I have a black friend who says like nigger jokes, does that give me the right to? No. Like she doesn't understand that, like, oh wow, that you're not part of that community. And even the way she treats a lot of the Mexicans in the area is very invade. Like, have you ever seen how some white people do this? Like, invade a culture and like, oh, they're so cute, and this is oh, it's great. And they're just clueless about it. This is this person. It's just the most frustrating thing. Except the fact that my cigarette keeps going out, that might be more frustrating. But no, that was just an update on this, because it keeps getting stranger whenever I make a video. Some weird thing always pops up. Alright, peace.